right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Doesn't look like anyone's here yet. But that's okay. No. Okay. So, for those who are going to watch this video in the playback, as usual, my name is Alexus. Here today, we're going to be doing Floral Bath Soaks. And we're going to be doing these on behalf. So, this is one of the kits that they have in their and that's a floral bath soak making kit. Over the steps in how to make epsom salt soaks with natural, with essential oils, and then with powdered milk and epsom. So that's what we're going to be doing today for the session. I'm also going to be going over different scents and what they do for the body and how they can help you out a whole little way. And I'm going to be going over some of the dried flowers as well too. So this class is so easy to learn. It's very relaxing to get into once you kind of start. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And let me go ahead and go over the kit. So what I have is make your own floral bath soaks. And it's going to come packaged for you in this little to purchase your kit. And these are available online at shopamerica.com. So you can get these on the Etsy page. You can get them on the. We will have a coupon code for you today. So for the next 24 hours, anyone who decides to purchase a different kit from the site, you do get 15% off your purchase, and that's going to be CRAFTWITH. With Alex, that's going to be your coupon code. That's going to get you 15% off shopping on the website. And let me add that in the chat for you, so that way you have that available. Let's see, okay. Get you 15% off everything. Site, and that's available for the next wonderful. Okay, perfect. So I have that listed in the chat below. So if you're watching on, you'll be able to see that. So you can access it, and if you want to purchase something for the next 24 hours. Okay, guys? Okay, so what we have here is you're going to come have it. You have your little pamphlets, and it's going to go over the soaks. It's going to give you step-by-step picture tutorial. Get everything started. It's going to have some info. It's really cute. The sound is choppy right now. I'm so sorry, guys. It's probably going to be cutting in and out. We are working on getting some of the kinks out, and we did figure out what the problem is. So next week we'll be able to have a fluid sound going for you guys. Unfortunately, allow us to make it happen for this session, but next week we'll have this sound working good. I know that we have some captions available on some of the streaming platforms. So depending on where you're watching it from, you can read along with the subtitles and see what. But again, I'm so sorry if the sound's cutting in and out at certain parts. A little technical issue that we figured out what it is, but we're not going to be able to fix it until next week. Sorry, guys, but again, I'm going to have information to access this so that way you can refer back to it after the stream is done. And if you missed anything, or you go down and look at some pictures of the tutorials, you can do that as well too. So you have the kits. You are going to have depending on what you pick. So, Pop Shop America is you can customize your kits for almost all of and this one's no different. So you can choose the dried flowers you want. You can choose the oils you want to use. The only thing that you can't choose, of course, is the Epsom salt and then the essential part of the kit itself. But you can customize it definitely with the scent you want for it too. So for this one, I have a dried lavender buds. So good. I love the way lavender smells. I'm going to have rose petals, and I will have these are dried jasmine. These are really pretty too, the way they smell. I'm going to have some essential oils. Essential oils that I have in mine is geranium. That's the oil that I'm going to be working with today for tonight's class. Kit, you're going to have a package of Himalayan sea salt as well too. The pink color, that's going to be the natural salt that we can add to today's. You're going to have your jars as well. So you have 3 jars, 2-ounce jars. So cute little jars. They're going to have pink lids on them. They're very pretty. Underneath the Easter grass, you will have popsicle sticks to help mix and stir things. So going to have your Epsom salt solution, and then you will have your powdered milk solution as well too. Pieces that we're going to be working with today. So the Epsom salt, the powdered milk, and the milk. So that's everything that we have in our kit. That's what comes in the kit when you customize as far as what flowers you want to use and as far as what essential oils you're getting the kits. Another thing you might want to grab, maybe a napkin or maybe a teaspoon to kind of scoop your things out with. It just makes it a little bit easier. So it's not a terribly messy project to do. The cleanup is fair and those aren't too powerful. I'd say the only thing to be a little bit mindful of is whenever you are working with these, make sure that you are a little careful with them because removing the lid off of them can be a little bit tricky. You'll see that whenever I struggle to open this in a moment. So we'll start off with one of them. We have 3. These are just the cutest little jars, bath soaks. For those of us who aren't familiar with bath soaks or bath, it's a wonderful natural remedy to help alleviate stress, just all that tension off of the body. It's great for muscles. It's great. So it's something that's going to be definitely a very more along the lines of just self-care. You're really into wellness and health and just relaxation. This is definitely you're going to want to take a look at and kind of maybe read in about because if you haven't tried full practice to get into it, especially if you work out or you're on your feet all day with work, it's definitely something that can take the stress from the day off of you as you get into. I love Epsom salt baths. I think they work great. They work really good for muscles, tension, stress, headaches, anything like that. They work awesome for. I'm going to start with the Epsom salt here. So I'm just going to staple off of this. And these bags are resealable, so that's convenient. So that way, if you have to pause your project and come back to it, you don't have to, just folding your bag up and it's spilling. It closes up on its own. One part Epsom salt, and scoop that and sprinkle that into my jar as such. And that's like a teaspoon, so roughly that. I'm going to start off with that. Then I'm going to go. So the powdered milk is going to be more of a nourishing element. It's kind of like an agent that soothes, adds moisture, adds like a lush sort of feeling to your powder, your mix. Whereas the epi for detoxifying, relaxation, and just kind of stress and tension out of your body. So when you pair the two together, you really have something that helps add as well as alleviate the tension in your muscles and in your body and in your skin. I'm going to do 2 parts of that powdered milk. So your soaks, you do not have to follow this formula. You can switch it up. You can do a complete soak with epsom, do something with powdered milk if you're maybe feeling your skin's a little more on the dry. You can do a combination of the two like I'm doing right now. So there can do, and I'm gonna show you those as the stream goes on. I'm gonna do a few different. I'm gonna stir them together and mix them up a little bit. It's completely full because as you can see, it's already like halfway to take. Let's see. I'm gonna use the dried jasmine for this one. It smells so. We're gonna open the jasmine, and these have resealable bags too, so everything is good on that part. And I'm just gonna sprinkle in some of these, a few of them. This is more so. This step is definitely more so as you mix flowers. You can keep them the same, so you can definitely. So I'm going to take my flowers, mix them in. Some more Epsom salt as well too, because I need a little bit more for this soap. So we're going to take that and like so. And I'm going to add one more. Okay, so that's in. And I'm going to stir again with my stick. And that powders have a bit of clumps in it, so you can just take your popsicle stick and you can just out and just separate the powdered mixture, and that does just fine. So I added the jasmine buds. I think I'm doing to this one as well too, because I have quite a bit of lavender and I want to use that. I'm going to add some lavender. So the dried flowers, they all have the properties that they contain all help with something in their own right. There are so many natural remedies and just benefits of flowers and the plants that we grow sometimes in our own backyards. So today here, I have rose and then I have lavender as well. So for this lavender, the benefit to be in regards to stress, anxiety, depression, a lot of people therapy. So you can see it sometimes blended into oils, scrubs like what we're making today. You can see it also as teas. So if you use it as a tea, it's great for insomnia. So it's really good for that if you have problems sleeping and whatnot. It also it's naturally antibacterial and naturally antifungal. Great for mixtures such as this, where it is going onto the skin, and in a therapeutic, natural way, because antibacterial. So you definitely want an nature to help out with it. That already smells so good. So I mixed in some jasmine. I have the powdered milk, and then I have the Epsom to add my essential oil with it too. Today, again, like I mentioned earlier, is geranium. So geranium, I thought I had a little printout on geranium. Don't believe I do. Okay. So geranium is going to scents such as cedarwood, rose, going to pair with thyme, jasmine, as well as so a lot of sort of citrusy kind of wood, sort of, earthy sort of scent. So I have, it's a very powerful scent too. It's very rejuvenating. So I'm going to remove that from the bag. You do have have your essential oil, and then you're going to have one with a little stopper. You can just unscrew that and take that out. And apologize for the sound. I know the sound is going to be a little bit choppy during parts of the show. Figure out, in good news, we figured out what the problem is as far as sound. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to fix it until next week. It wasn't wasn't really on our side this week, but it's okay because we have another chance next time. But good news is we know what the problem is now. So the stream is going to have a better sound quality. It's going to be better going for us. And just because right now we are doing what we can to make sure it works good. This is not a conventional way to get this out. I would not recommend this. It's actually better. Normally I have, let me see, I may have some leaders I can use to just pop the lid off of this guy. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back with the tools. Let's see if this works now. This is what I mentioned earlier. It's a little difficult to get this off, and normally but I was so preoccupied with the sound that I couldn't, because I have a tool that helps take this off, and yeah, I forgot to grab it. I'm just using these little guys to kind of pinch it off. And the good thing is these seals are very well put on there, so yeah, oils spilling whenever they're in transit. So good news on that. There we go. So I have that out now. It only took me like 5 minutes. Not kind of impressive, right? So I will say, when you are working with the oils, you do want to be careful them. They're naturally based. However, since they are, so you do want to be mindful of if you get them on your skin or not, because sometimes, sensitive, you may, find it a little bit irritating if it's just like, soaked into your hands or something along those lines. So, and these jars are pretty small. So I'm just going to add about 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was like a small one. So let me add another one. 5. Okay. You can add more. You don't have to stop at 6 drops. It's kind of to your liking. So if you want something a little more, they stick with 5 or so. If you want something more invigorating, taking, I would say up the drops, maybe to about 10. So that smells lovely. I'm going to add a little bit more. So 7, 8. Okay. So that's my first mixture. This soak mixture contains, it's going to milk, epsom salt, dried lavender, dried jasmine. It's also going to have geranium is for the essential oil. So what you want to do afterwards when you're done is, and there you have it. You have your first little day. Don't fill it up all the way just because you don't want to run the risk of like overfilling it. But these are just completely adorable. I love how they look when, especially if you have like a guest bathroom or you're just read that, sort of welcoming aesthetic. You could put these in the restroom or where people can reach them if you have like a guest bathroom, like I mentioned, and then they come over. These are just a great little addition. These make great gifts too, especially birthdays. Someone's having a rough week, you want to send them a care pack. It's perfect for occasions like that because it really does fall into self-love and putting the comfort of your body and setting your. So this is a great unique actually to gift for someone like too. I do have the coupon code active. That's going to be active for the next 24 hours. % off of any of your purchases when you shop at popshopamerica.com. Head and use that coupon code. I listed it in the chat as well too. So what it is. So we're going to start with our second one. We're going to do Epsom salt, but we're also going to add some of the Himalayan. So this one's great for detoxifying. It can be on the skin. So maybe if you have super dry skin, you need a little bit, but if you have combination to oily skin, or if you just put a minimal, especially when you pair it with that milk powder, you're going to be okay. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of this into the jar. Do again just like an ounce of that. The difference with the salts are Himalayan pink salt, more natural form of salt in comparison to the like nice table salt you'll see like in the stores. That Himalayan pink salt is going to have its own properties. So it's going to have more nutrients. It's going to be more beneficial. You do either consume it or use it in a soak. So definitely a lot beneficial in regards as far as its other counterpart, like the table salt you see. 2 scoops of the Epsom salt into this, and I'm going to shake the popsicle stick and stir that as well too to kind of get a combination. So I went up, which lavender helps with stress, anxiety, depression. It's going to be good. Headaches even too. It's antibacterial, anti-soothing when you smell it. So as far as that, jasmine, it's used in a number of ways. You can use it as a tea. So some people tea, and it can be used to help with heart health. So if you have heart, jasmine tea is a great natural remedy to take to aid with the of your heart health. I'm taking a big scoop of that powdered milk, and I'm just going to drop. So you can drink jasmine as a tea. You'll just boil it and drink the water from that. It's also full of antioxidants as well too. It's kind of a natural painkiller, so it helps with aches or headaches. So it has a lot of purposes in that sense. It's so nice too. It's very good smelling. It's also used for calm nerves, reduce tension, irritability, and some aphrodisiac. So you'll get rid of your headache. And yeah, I'm gonna take some rose petals on this one. Rose petals. And this is why you want to put the lid on your oils. I just drop the spillets. So for rose petals, we all know, familiar with them. They actually have a lot of benefits as well. They clear toxins. They help clear toxins in the body. You can also drink them. Water is really popular. Rose oil is popular too. Even in ancient history, like ancient Greek history too. They in rose petals, so they use that to kind of perfume their bath waters. Also, so it's been around for a while. The uses of it, and it's really, they're so dramatic looking. They're so pretty. I just love them. I save my rose petals. I actually use them around the house as well too. So, they're, like I mentioned, clearing toxins. You can use a metabolism if you drink them in a tea. So they're good for that as well too. Stress and depression and tension whenever you use them in your bath. So here today are going to aid in helping out with stress, tension, depression, anything like that, which is again why these are so great for self-care and so great for, just gifting them to you you're thinking about, again, and maybe you have a Valentine that they have a stress-free week. Send them one of these. Send one of these. So I just mixed in the rose petals, and I'm stirring. This is almost full, actually, pretty much full. So I'm gonna add my oils now, and I'm gonna add 8. So 1, 2, 3, 5. They don't want to come out. 5, 6, 8. Okay. So I added my oils, and I'm gonna stir these in. And there we have her. So we're gonna put the lid on that one. And then we have 2 right here. Aren't they cute? So that leaves us with 1 more. And for this one, let's see what I kind of want to utilize all of them just to see. So we went over jasmine flower, lavender. Again, this class is pretty straightforward. It's going to be very calming, very easy. This is even an activity you could do with your kids or your partner for a date night. Your own custom bath soak sets. That would be really cute. That's an idea. You're welcome. So I'm gonna take and I'm going to scoop in some of the Epsom. So I'm going to start with my Epsom salt, and don't spill it like I did. But I'm gonna start with the Epsom salt. I'll do two scoops to start off with, and let's see. I'm gonna do 1 scoop of powdered milk for this one right here, but I might add a little more later. So I'm gonna do a scoop of that, and I'm gonna take this and just kind of like push it in there. Okay. So I have that in there. I have more classes coming up in the next upcoming weeks. And let me know. I'll just refer those to you guys. And like I mentioned, I know my audio is a little choppy. So sorry about that. I feel awful, but we know what the problem is now. So week's class, and you'll be able to hear us clearly. So for those of us who've been afterwards, thank you. And I promise audio next week is going to be miles better. I'm hoping it's not too bad right now, but we'll see. For the 16th, which is next Thursday, we're going to be doing so DIY vision board classes coming up. That's February 16th. That's Thursday, and again, it's going to be streaming live and for free, as it has been the past few weeks. I'm going to be working on building vision boards, and for those of us who don't know what vision are, essentially a manifestation board where you can just put down what short or long term, and you pair them with pictures, you pair them with gifts, and just something aesthetically enticing to help, keep you track, and something to help, just kind of have your goals in one place. So, especially for crafters and creators, we're all about the vision. So that's what a vision be, just a token to kind of turn to and see whenever you need to remember and stay on track. So we're going to be doing that next week. That's February 16th. And then the following Thursday on the 23rd, Relax and Color. That's going to be a live Relax and Color session. So one of the coloring books for the month of February. And you guys can order one from the site. You can color along with me, or if you have something you're working on from me there. But I go over tips, I go over tricks, and I go over techniques you can use as well. February 23rd, and then following into March, we have a class. So March 2nd, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make vases out of concrete. 9th, we're going to be making felt flowers. So we have classes booked up from the rest of this month, and we do have some private classes as well too. So if you guys want to learn more of like a one-on-one environment virtually, we have those available too. We're going to have that's coming up on the 18th, so that's coming up really soon, February weekend. That is a watercolor workshop. I go over watercolor basics, kind of like an show you guys techniques and tips, different use when you are working with watercolors. The following another one with candle making using wood wicks. That's going to be March 3rd. Then we have a floral arrangement class April 12th at 7 p.m. So those last three color, the candle making, and the floral arrangements, those three are the only ones that you do attend, and those are going to be available on the Etsy page. So Pop Shop America, you will find those. You can sign up in advance, and then we're going to be doing our smaller setting workshop for those classes. So if you want to take advantage of those, you can. So other than that, we do have the ones on Thursdays, which are free, and you can watch the YouTube, the Facebook, and then the Twitch channel as well. So let's get back to what we're doing here. So we have our final one. This is going to be some salt and powdered milk. I put them in together, and I'm just going to stir them because, again, a little bit clumpy. So I'm going to mix them together. I'm going to add some of my flowers now. So I want to add more of the benefits and the smell of lavender. Put it in. And a lot of the other workshops we do in regards to skiing and soap making, they also utilize a lot of these essential oils. So these are tools that are doing a ton of these little crafts at home, and they're so beneficial. They really are. It has a lot of medicine built into it, and things like these that you can get from it. So it's so refreshing working. So I'm gonna take some of the rose petals now, and I think they're just a really pretty combo. Now, when you do bath soaks, typically what I like to do when I decide to soak is I get the water as hot as I can handle it, honestly. Water super hot. I would recommend having it warm at minimum. And then when the water is filling up in the tub, you want to add your it. And yeah, just add to your entire jar. Probably would be best because you don't have to if you don't want to, but I would definitely say in order to really feel the entirety of the jar to get, the benefits of it and to become kind of involved. I just took my roses, I took my lavender, I'm sure, and that's actually like a really, really pretty. And last but not least, I'm going to take drop that in as well too. I have a candle burning, a workshop I did a couple months ago, and it was and it smells so good in my studio right now. The candle, I have the oil, and I'm just, oh my gosh, it smells just like a little note right there. So I'm gonna stir in now that I mix it in with the bath soak. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of the pink, a little bit of room, and it is the final one, so why not? So I added in just like half a teaspoon of that. I'm gonna stir it in. It smells heavenly. It smells so good. All right. Okay, final jar. And here we go. Let me put these up here so y'all can see them. Look how cute they are. Aren't they adorable when you put them all side? I love these little jars. I'm such a sucker for pink things. I think they're so cute. Very, very aesthetically pleasing, very cute, and they're very beneficial too. So they're really cute to look at. They're great for stress, anxiety. It's a experience making them, and it didn't take me too long either. It took me about 30 minutes to organize these and make them how I wanted to make them. There are a lot of the blog that you can reference as well too. So we do have step-by-step on how to make these. We have photo tutorials too that walk you through it. It may have been a little choppy for today's session, so if you missed anything, you can definitely and see what we have available on there. And that's going to be, and you can purchase these on the Etsy. That's where you can get these at. Craft with Alex, which I listed in the chat box. That's going to get you 15% off, just including this kit. Or if you want to try a different kit out, that's going to get you 50% off as that. So you can definitely check that out. That's going to be active for the next 24 hours. You can, and again, yeah, this is a good Valentine's Day gift to your son, to a family member. It's a good activity to do if you want to do some of the lines of self-care, if you're making that more of a commitment to yourself, commit to taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, and taking care of you. You only have one you, so take care of it. And things like this really help, the ins and out of dealing with life on a daily basis. So stream, I hope you could hear it. I'm so sorry if it was choppy. Again, next week we're gonna have a much better sound next week. We figured out what the problem is. Again, we have to wait until next week to actually fix the problem. But it's okay. Our bath soaks today, they turned out so cute. I love some of these because it has been a long week. So I'm gonna use some of these to relax, and I hope you learned some things too. I went over some of the benefits of the flowers, of the benefits of epsom salt, and again, I used the ones that I had in my kit today. I went over those, but on the side options as well too. So there's a ton of those to pick from to really customize. But with that being said, again, I hope I see you guys stream. That's going to be February 16th at 7 p.m. And then I do have 3 paid workshops coming up. That's February 18th at watercolor workshop. I have March 3rd at 7 p.m. That's a candle. And then April 12th at 7 p.m. That's a floral arrangements workshop. So I have, but every Thursday we're here with free workshops on our live, and you can watch it on Twitch or you can watch it on YouTube. But with that being said, guys, my name is Alexus. I'm going to go for the night. So you guys have a great one. Okay? Bye.